that special sauce. Spill that drip, I wipe it off. $1 million worth of game. Can't feel that I work too hard. Poetry only needs.
Oh man, oh man, oh man. You guys, we are in for a treat. Bethesda just dropped a massive statement here just about 2 hours ago. I'm just now picking up on it, but I'm in a position to make a video about it, and I figured, why not? This is they have had a rough decade, to say the least, and we've been waiting for these guys to return to shape. So I'm gonna get right into it. We're not gonna waste any more time. This is coming straight from the Bethesda Game Studios X account. Okay, so this is official. So it says, a note from Bethesda Game Studios. It says, we love making these worlds as much as you love playing in them. Today we want to share what's next for Bethesda Game Studios and what you can expect from us in the years ahead. For 40 years, we've built games that have entertained almost 500 million players. More than just games, these are worlds. Worlds that worlds for you to explore, shape, and make your own. Worlds we return to together. That's what's driving us forward. We're investing more deeply in the worlds players love, giving creators a bigger role in shaping their experiences and bringing our teams closer together so we can get our games into your hands sooner. Very important. I like to hear that. Support them longer and continue building them alongside you for decades to come. Starfield continues. So with over 17 million, I don't know about that, but with over 17 million players logging almost 1 billion hours to date, Starfield remains an important part of our future. As we enter year 3, we'll continue expanding the settled systems with new stories, targeted gameplay, improvements, and additional updates, while preparing for launch of new Starborn content next year. So they're announcing another DLC. I don't think this was planned. More than 40% of players already customize their experience through creations, and will continue investing in creators and giving players new ways to make Starfield their own. So what it looks like they're going to do with Starfield, at least from what I'm hearing, is kind of putting it more in the hands of the modders and seeing if these guys who, you know, they've gotten to buy into the creation club, seeing if these guys are willing to revive Starfield. So they're not dropping Starfield, and Starfield is still on the board. So we'll still be expecting that. And as you can see, we got some new DLC announced, it seems, from this. I don't believe we were expecting any more DLC. So created by players. It says, we believed from the beginning that our worlds belong not only to the people who make them, but also to the people who play them. That's why we've long provided players with the tools to create their own experiences. Dating back to Morrowind construction set, this year marked another major milestone for creation with its expansion to Fallout 4, joining Skyrim and Starfield. We're proud to say creators have already earned more than 10 million in royalties from their work. That's amazing. So shout out to the creators who are making mods and earning from the creations portion of Bethesda. It seems like some people are making a lot of money. I won't say everybody's making this money, but accumulated $10 million in royalties, that's nothing to scoff at. All right, the future of Fallout. All right, meat and potatoes here. So Fallout is one of our biggest priorities today. Fallout 5 remains our long-range destination, and we've had multiple Fallout projects in active development right now. Okay, so it seems that Bethesda's coming out and saying, hold on, motherfuckers. Y'all making all these fucking videos and shit like that. We still have the Fallout IP, and we're still making Fallout 5. What Obsidian is making, perhaps a new Vegas 2 or another spinoff, it's yet to be seen or announced, but that's what it seems like. They're clearing the air here with this statement. It says Fallout 76 continues to be home to millions of players exploring Appalachia together. With nearly 70 free updates released to date, the journey is far from over. In fact, we have a major Fallout 76 expansion planned for next year, Raven Rock, a prequel story to Fallout 3. Wow, okay. Fallout 4, the most award-winning game in the franchise, just celebrated its 10-year anniversary and recently passed over 35 million copies sold, continuing to attract new audiences every year. I'm wondering if they're going to actually, fix what they did to Fallout 4, but that's yet to be seen as well. It says, we also know many players want to revisit previous Fallout experiences. While we're not announcing any dates today, we have been working on remasters for both Fallout 3 and Fallout New Vegas. Exactly what we want to hear. Fallout Shelter continues to be the most popular way to experience Fallout on the go. With more than 250 million players, there's more ahead for Fallout Shelter, including new seasons. An unscripted Fallout Shelter television project is also in the works with our partners at Amazon Studios and Kilter Films. I think they're working on a game show. I heard about this. I'm excited to see what that turns out to be, especially with how well the first season of the show went. I don't know where they're taking the second season of it, but I digress. We'd like to congratulate Kilter Films and Amazon Studios on the 10 Emmy nominations for Fallout Season 2. Production on Season 3 is already underway, and while we won't host a traditional Fallout Day broadcast this year, so no Fallout Day, we're already planning something special for Fallout's 30th anniversary in 2027, when Fallout Day will be celebrated live in Washington, D.C. So I'm willing to bet that that's probably when we'll get those two remasters. I'm willing to almost bet that's when we'll get it, but we'll see. So studio collaboration, The Wasteland continues to expand as we team up once again with our longtime friends at Obsidian Entertainment. We're happy, this is a lie, we're happy to confirm they're working with us on a new Fallout project. We'll have more to share in the future. We're also bringing our teams closer together across Bethesda, ZeniMax Online Studios. We'll partner closely with Bethesda Game Studios on the Elder Scrolls franchise, while continuing to deliver incredible new experiences for the Elder Scrolls Online. Season 1, Return of the Thieves Guild, recently launched, and the team has more planned for the future. By aligning more directly across the franchises, we can create even better experiences for players. Bringing our teams together is helping us build a stronger foundation for everything we create next. And obviously, they've had some purgings, some let goes going on at Xbox, and I don't exactly think this has been by choice, but perhaps it'll be for the better. Hopefully, it'll be for the better. So Elder Scrolls and beyond. So that foundation extends beyond our teams to the technology, tools, and systems that will power the next generation of Bethesda RPGs. Our teams are now developing the Elder Scrolls 6 and Fallout 5 on Creation Engine 3, a shared technology platform we've been building since Starfield's launch. It allows our teams to support multiple projects simultaneously with new tools, rendering, and systems that define our games. So perhaps, hopefully, over the last 15 years, this is where a lot of their time has been going, is, figuring this creation engine out. Fallout 5 is currently in production, and the Elder Scrolls 6 is our primary development focus today. With the majority of our team currently working on the next chapter of the franchise, with over 65 million copies sold, players are still exploring Skyrim 15 years later, but we know it's been a very long wait for the sequel. The next chapter is on the way, where we planned to be. Loving how it looks and playing it every day. So apparently it's play test or somewhat around there already. So the road ahead. Across Bethesda Studios, we're building for the future of Fallout, the Elder Scrolls, and Starfield. We're investing in our technology, bringing teams closer together, supporting our live games, expanding into new forms of entertainment and developing the next generation of Bethesda RPGs. We couldn't be more excited for what's ahead, and we want to share as much as we could today. We can't thank you enough for all you've given to us in these worlds. We can't wait to continue them together. Okay, so there goes Bethesda. They gave I don't know, seems pretty convincing to you. It's pretty convincing if you ask me. What do you guys think? I don't know. But pretty earth shattering. You guys, let's get into some of these comments and see what the conversation is. Okay. Hold on, they dropped some more stuff. It says, oh, okay, they dropped some graphics, it seems like, for each of this. So 17 million players and nearly 1 billion hours played. So I guess they got some things for us to take and share around, some clips, some little bites for us to take and share around. I'm happy to hear this, okay? I'm definitely happy to hear this. Somebody says it's not the glorious past you guys have that has us worried. It's more recent actions. I, for one, won't be buying a single thing from you until I've read independent reviews and make sure it doesn't contain any woke crap or DEI in it. And I've bought a ton of your shit in the past. Okay, Sam. He's a little bit ready to, he's not ready to trust you guys yet. This person says 15 to 20 years is absolutely abysmal and embarrassing wait for a new game. Skyrim released 3 years after Fallout 3, and Fallout 4 came out 4 years after Skyrim. Elder Scrolls 6, 18 freaking years after Fallout 4? Are you just dicking around? No, Starfield does not count either. A waste of time and resources, and barely anyone is playing it. You take too long to develop anything. You have absolutely tarnished your reputation among players, and now devs are complaining about justified layoffs and potential delays for a game 15 years late. Your excuses are invalid. The fact this is now being said is too long. He has a point. The fact that this is just now being said, hey, from the remaining fans of yours, we are done with your bullshit. He has a point, okay? And hey, you guys have every right to be hard on Bethesda right now. I think it's warranted. 15 years is ridiculous. The last time I played and fell in love with Skyrim, well, the first time I played any Elder Scrolls was Skyrim. I fell in love with that game. I was in high school at the time. I have a child now, okay? I have a 6-month-old son now, and I know that's not really a earth-shattering statement, but from where I was to where I am now as a full-grown man now, hey, maybe, come on, guys. You know what I'm saying? At this point, my son is going to be able to play the fucking sequel alongside me. You know what I'm saying? So I get people feeling like this guy is 100% warranted. They 100% have the right to feel that the way that they feel. And, Bethesda they're just going to have to do better going forward and put their best foot forward. All right, let's keep going. It says, do people play Fallout 76 and Elder Scrolls Online? I read the numbers. I don't know anyone who personally does. I tried 76 with a buddy and we enjoyed it for a minute, but it was a massive glitch fest, and that was like 2 years ago. I think there's a market for people who may just play free games and, who don't necessarily have a lot of money, and they might not go out and buy all the Bethesda titles and things like that, but that's just my theory. I think there's a market of people who still play PS4. Yeah, we're damn near in PS6 generation, but there's still people who just, they're out there who just refuse to spend money. You know what I'm saying? So and there's people who just genuinely like online games and things like that. You got to account for them too. But yeah, I don't think it's they're not what I gravitate to. I don't gravitate towards 76. The few times I played Fallout 76, it was just a bunch of griefing, and it felt like I was in GTA in the wasteland. Okay, barely could get anything done, barely can complete a mission without somebody with a full power armor raining down fire and brimstone on your fucking ass. So there's not much that I could do in 76, I guess, unless I had a whole squad of people, which that was, as you can see, hard to do. Fallout 3 and New Vegas remakes, Fallout 5 and Elder Scrolls mentions. We are so back. Some people are very excited. They hearing the things that they need to hear. Okay, it says on Creation Engine 3. Thanks for saving me money. Jesus fucking Christ. Okay, so some people don't want to hear that. It says, was Phil Spencer actually cucking the entire Microsoft portfolio? You're telling me this new lady pulls up and we get the first real communication from Bethesda in over a decade? You guys haven't acknowledged Elder Scrolls 6 in nearly 10 years. LMAO. Holy shit. She's on their ass, guys. Yeah. Creation Engine still. Fallout 5 is legit gonna still have loading screens anytime you open the door in a year from our Lord 2030. In the year of our Lord. Stop hiring activists as game designers and stop making games to tick DEI boxes and go back to making games fun with well-written characters, a great story, and awesome gameplay. Hey, I can't argue too much about that. The DEI things be a little bit too much. You guys be dragging this fucking DEI shit, but you know, you guys don't have the balls to make good games anymore. Woo, coming in hot. I said something similar in regards to the people who were pretty critical about Alex Meyer's review of Obsession. People who are so critical of certain things, they don't have the balls to make these compelling stories. Y'all are walking on eggshells. I felt that one. It's going to be Fallout Feminist Vegas or Skyrim Enhanced Upgrade, Resynced Anniversary Edition 2, Electric Boogaloo until someone with some actual testicles gets power over there. He's talking that shit. I love to hear it. These comments are spicy, guys. These comments are spicy. It says, glad you're attempting some transparency, but you have damaged your reputation so badly with your loyal fans already. It's gonna take it's gonna take time to trust Bethesda again. I definitely won't be buying their games anytime soon. We need to see dedication to your true consumers, not towards the biggest ideologically charged investors urging the institution of identity politics and suppression of free speech. Isn't it funny how the second Democrats fell out of power, the USAID lost funding, the most woke gaming studios started crashing, investors come and go. Bethesda's actual fans would have been loyal as long as they kept making good products. They threw them away by hiring money-hungry animals in leadership in DEI game development. And it truly is sad. It truly is a sad state that Bethesda and so many other leaders caused within the gaming industry. And not only the gaming industry, I would say the entertainment industry as a whole. I hope Bethesda can turn it around. One thing business school emphasizes was, you know, the people are coming out and talking. They're giving some good statements here. We also know many players want to revisit previous Fallout experiences. While we're not announcing any dates today, we have been working on remasters for both Fallout 3 and Fallout 4. And this guy says, oh yeah, that's exactly what he wanted to hear. This one says, I would happily trade Fallout 76, Fallout Amazon series, Starfield, and the remakes. And TSO, if we can just play ES6 and Fallout 5 faster. I know that's not reality, but I can dream. Um, I don't know. I'm kind of scared in the direction that they're going with the show. I'll keep the remasters though. Give me those remasters. I would 100% love to go through a less buggy experience of New Vegas with better guns, better combat. Oh my god. Oh, just thinking about it. Oh my goodness. Are you serious? And I think that's my favorite. Fallout New Vegas is my favorite Fallout. So remaster me, please. Okay, remaster me, please. You have. This one says you have time to properly cook. Don't rush anything. Oh no 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 no. You gotta rush some things. Y'all need to. You know, you already at the 15-year mark. Unfortunately, yes, I get it. You can't rush things, but you also need to, things need to be efficient. Let's say that. Things need to be very efficient going forward. Biggest lesson from Oblivion Remake is optimization. The remake must run at a reasonable performance. Please. That's really my only critique. The Elder Scrolls and Fallout are my favorite RPGs. This puts you in a very strong position, and I hope y'all deliver. My sentiments exactly as well. I can't say that I'm not going to be here to buy the next Fallout or the next Elder Scrolls. I love Skyrim so much and I love Fallout so much that I just have to experience those games, good or bad, for myself and be able to, to dig through it. But I really want Bethesda to take some of these comments. I hope they're reading some of these comments and taking them serious. These people are talking from the heart out here. They putting their heart out. I haven't seen BGS move like this in years. Asha really went up to their HQ and was like, yeah, let's get it. The Judge Judy. Let's get it. All right. Somebody said, glad you're finally I didn't mean to do all that. Glad you're finally remastering Fallout 3 and New Vegas, but Fallout 76 is shit. Stop wasting your resources on it. And Starfield. I beat Starfield because I love Bethesda games, but it was trash compared to the Elder Scrolls or Fallout. Yeah, same. I bought and beat and stuck with Starfield because it's Bethesda. I'm here. I'm a fanboy. I'm not gonna lie. I'm a Bethesda fanboy. I'm not a blind fan. You're not gonna just catch me just saying crazy shit, but or giving them blind allegiance as I used to. I look, post Fallout 4, post Elder Scrolls, in between that time, the golden years of Bethesda, as one might refer to them as. You couldn't get me to say anything bad about Bethesda, okay? You couldn't do it. The worst kept secret in gaming is finally official. Legends Reborn remasters for the Fallout 3 and New Vegas are both in the works, as we know. That's perfect. This one says, nah, y'all are trash and haven't put out a good game in over a decade. The fact that it will be almost 20 years before a new Elder Scroll comes out, your #1 franchise, is absolutely pathetic. You announced it 8 years ago and there's still no in-game footage. Instead, you milked Skyrim with 20 versions and made trash like Starfield. I hope Microsoft guts your company. May the IP find a better home so we can enjoy it more than once every 20 years. Yeah, guys, if I gotta wait another 15, 20 years for another Elder Scrolls after this one, hey, I might not be here, okay? So we gotta be real. This one says, very much enjoy Skyrim. Fallout 4 was great. Fallout 3 and New Vegas were better. Starfield wasn't for me. With all due respect, truly, you folks don't make games anymore. You update existing games, break modes, and have more interest in DEI than development. Okay. This one says, and this is from the Ambient Gamer. It says, okay, now tell us something that we don't already know. You're making some mistakes with Fallout 5. that you did with Elder Scrolls 6. Don't announce anything until it's ready. And I think they might have jumped the gun on this, and as I pointed it out, they probably just jumped the gun on this because of all the talks. People have been spinning the block saying that, oh yeah, Asha Sharma came in and snatched the IP straight from under them, gave it to Obsidian, and now Obsidian is going to do the right thing and make the next Fallout. So I think that was more so to clear the air of the overwhelming conversation that Asha Sharma came in and put Todd Howard over her lap and, you know, made him give up the Fallout IP. So I think that was more ego with them announcing that, which doesn't make it any less of a mistake, but I think that was just ego. So you're making the same mistake by announcing Fallout 5 that you did with Elder Scrolls 6. Don't announce anything until it's ready. Remember Fallout 4? You announced it and dropped it a few months later. Everyone liked that. The hype for new games is gone, which is unfortunate, but for the magnitude and the massive fan base that your games have. Okay. 7.5 billion. What Microsoft paid to buy Bethesda's parent ZeniMax in 2021. The deal that bought Fallout, Elder Scrolls, and Starfield under. Okay, I guess that was just wanted to put that out there. It says, this is the way. Everything you said today draws us closer to you. The next round of games may be my first Xbox experience with your franchise. Okay, this is Mr. MacDougal is very hopeful. New Vegas Remastered, never give up on hope. And this is pretty funny right here. Looks like I picked the wrong week to quit drinking. The comments are pretty split, if you ask me. It seems like a lot of people are excited. It seems like a lot of people are just fed up with Bethesda's shit, and they're going to have to climb up that shit's creek to get those fans back. Okay, Bethesda, you guys got a lot of people upset with you. I hope you guys are combing through these comments and are paying attention, and I hope not just them. I hope also Asha Sharma is paying attention to these comments and seeing what the conversation is around these guys and these games, and Bethesda as well. Okay, this one says, I was theorizing of Fallout 3 remaster a couple of years back when they had this in 76 and decided to overlay it with the actual location of Fallout 3 and noticed several differences in the structures while the landscape remained mostly the same. Now I'm wondering how much of it might relate to the Fallout 3 expansion for Fallout 76. Okay, that's pretty interesting. Fallout used to just mean disagreement. Then we split the atom and the word went from we're not speaking anymore to everything is radioactive now. Okay. That was a little quote there. I forgot who said that, but it took me a minute to pick up on it. I just know Asha was standing over the shoulder of whoever had to write this. Asha Sharma, the people are loving Asha Sharma right now. Starfield is a failure. Take the L and move on. So a lot of people want them to just drop Starfield, give up on it, and leave that alone. Focus on Fallout, focus on Elder Scrolls. Unless you guys are, I mean, I would say if anything, give Starfield to somebody else and focus on Elder Scrolls and Fallout. Or give Fallout to Obsidian for the next couple of years to develop the spinoff and Fallout 5 while you guys work on Elder Scrolls. If you cared this much about Starfield, then I would say just pick 2 out of the 3 and give the other to somebody else. It can't be Elder Scrolls, though. So, pick 2 out of the 3 or 1 out of the 2, I guess, really. And, and give it to somebody else. This one says, I'm glad Todd got his teeth kicked in regarding shadow drops and not saying anything. You can't say nothing and take 20 years to release. Shadow drops would be fine if they were every few years, not every few decades. He also said Elder Scrolls 6 and Fallout 5. We never wanted any of your other crap. No one plays Starfield. We don't want the mobile games. We don't want the MMOs. We don't want the paid mods. We don't want the live service. We don't want the bad TV shows. Stop it. So, yeah. Bethesda is doubling down on a lot of things. People have come out and said that they obviously don't want. So that's pretty interesting from them as well. So let's keep going here. It says New Vegas remaster, you say. And this is Asha Sharma. They looking at her like like some type of messiah. They looking at her like she's the savior of Xbox right now. Okay? Loving Starfield's continued work. I will simp for Starfield forever. ES6, or Elder Scrolls 6, huge letdown that there has been no real update. We've known you've been working on it 15 years. You released a teaser 8 years ago. No gameplay, no title, no dates. It's not enough. I don't even think, do we even know? I think we've been speculating that the next one is going to be Redguard for a while now, but do we even have like real confirmation that the next Elder Scroll is going to be Redguard? Do we even know that? Let's keep it going here. The next one says, I never played Fallout, so I'll be looking forward to the remasters. Okay. Starfield continues. More people don't want it. And yeah, Bethesda's doubling down on the things that people are constantly saying that they don't want. You give a shit about modders forcing paid mods and breaking modded games with destructive updates. Why bring more unwanted paid mods? Okay. This is huge, and I remain hopeful. For Fallout 3 and New Vegas, 2 games that I spent hundreds of hours in each. Please look at what Ubisoft just did with the Black Flag mechanics, etc. That's all I wanted, and I'm sold. I played Fallout 3, Fallout New Vegas, and Fallout 4 for 10 years, and I could easily go another 10 if you do it right. Hey, I'm here right along with you. What made it so special for me was the combination of open world RPG elements with FPS gameplay, character progression with skills and perks, as well as the story and lore, the environment, the monsters, bad guys, and all the random stuff scattered throughout the wasteland. No other game comes close to me. For example, Far Cry and Borderlands had the open world and gameplay, but were severely lacking on character progression and RPG elements compared to Fallout. For Fallout 5, please, 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 make it single player. Then take Fallout 4 as the baseline for what I want and give me a new story, new characters, a new world to explore, better characters. Because Preston Garvey, what the fuck are we talking about? Better characters and a better world to explore. You don't need to do anything too revolutionary or deviate too much from the Fallout formula. Just take what you did for Fallout 4. No, fuck Fallout. Take what was done in Fallout 3 and Fallout New Vegas and keep doing that. This guy's losing me a little bit. Last thing I want to say is please try not to go woke on this one. I have no problem with LGBT plus characters being in the game, but getting lectured on pronouns in the middle of a post-apocalyptic wasteland just completely breaks the immersion. Please just stick to the story and leave politics out of it. All I want is to enjoy a game, not be lectured about modern politics that have nothing to do with the fake world I'm being immersed in. 100%. I can understand that, right? I think we can 100% understand fans feeling like this and kind of wanting Bethesda to just, hey, let us go into this fantasy world, have fun, and let it just be that, okay? Let's get into another one. It says, why is everyone so hyped about this? I don't see anything new here except confirmations of the remakes, which we already expected anyway. And without any release date, it's completely pointless information. The fact that they have Fallout 5 in production is straight up bad news. I was hoping Fallout would fully move under Obsidian, which, again, like I told you guys, people jumped the gun thinking that Asha Sharma snatched Fallout from under Bethesda, but this is why they made that statement, to just remind you guys, hey, we still control this IP. So don't get too excited. Don't jump too out of your bodies and shit like that. This shit is still ours. But this makes me think it'll just be a smaller scale game, and Fallout 5 by Bethesda is still way off in the distant future, and its quality is anyone's guess. As for them still giving Starfield and Fallout 76 such high priority, that doesn't even deserve a comment. So nobody really excited about. I think I seen one comment at minimum, at maximum, that was excited about Starfield. Says, you guys need to realize that with Starfield, you made a gigantic step back. Did any of you remember Daggerfall? That game was incredibly expansive. It's one of the biggest worlds in gaming to date, and yet it didn't land. And you knew why. And from that, Morrowind was born, a much more focused and handcrafted experience. With Starfield, you went back to the Daggerfall philosophy, something you knew didn't work before. You regret. That's completely 100. And I definitely didn't look at it like that, but this is a good comment here. It says, looking forward to what you have to offer in the coming years regardless. Cheers on the post. Okay, so this is another person who's critical, but also, like me, looking forward to what Bethesda is going to put out. We're still holding our breaths. We're waiting. This one says, hey, Bethesda, the key is to stay focused. Give us an amazing Elder Scrolls 6. We'll be there. This one says, Starfield was by far the weakest game you guys have ever made. The story was 4 out of 10. Its best part was the base building, and it had a great underlying foundation, a foundational approach, but it was shoehorned in and broken as fuck. Okay. Oh gods. Modern Obsidian working on Fallout. This is gonna be a disaster. Can't wait for my super diverse Fallout game. Okay. This next one says, first off, as a gamer with over 197 hours in Starfield, probably gonna get more today. Thank you for continuing to support my favorite Bethesda game, Starfield. The game is truly incredible, and I was hoping it would continue to be supported. Amazing game. The story, it's okay. It's huge. The customization, the gameplay style. This is truly my favorite space RPG. I feel. Why is this nigga typing like this? I don't know if this nigga is trolling or not, but I'm not reading any more of that. I don't know if this sounds like I'm being trolled, and I don't like being trolled. This one says, oh my fucking god, thank you for announcing this. My family is Bethesda. My story told as David in the Skyrim 10th anniversary celebration. It's amazing to see you guys regroup and come back swinging. Well, they haven't exactly started swinging yet, so let's calm down. It says, I noticed you mentioned Elder Scrolls 6, but it's the only one you don't actually give news about or even commit to releasing. This one says, I'll be there no matter what for Elder Scrolls 6. Fallout 3 and Fallout New Vegas remastered. This one says, all you have to do is not wait 15 years to make an Elder Scrolls sequel. If you love making worlds, truly, then it not be a difficult development process for your staff. Loving to create things equates to having a passion. If you're passionate, things happen. I don't see things happening with Bethesda. Love and passion carries its own weight. 15 years in the making for Elder Scrolls 6, while milking Skyrim for those same 15 years is not we love making worlds. I'm not listening to this corporate pre-post layoff PR fluff. Sorry. This one says, don't talk about it, be about it. The fake corpo bullshit shows us that Bethesda Studios, you can make good games again. Times have changed, and you stood still releasing train wreck after train wreck. Make a game that a gamer would want to play, and you have yourself a deal. Stop trying to dictate what players want and make the game that players want to play. Okay, that's a pretty good statement. Nobody wants more Starfield. Apparently, a couple of comments up, they do. That nigga's going crazy. He's twerking it up for Starfield right now. Nobody wants to hear you even mention Starfield. Stop trying to gaslight us into thinking Starfield is successful. This one says, Asha put belt to ass on Todd. Didn't I tell you they think she literally just whooped his ass? Thank God we don't have to wait till the 2030s for a new Fallout game. This is the kind of updates we need from our devs. Cause without fans, they are nothing. Okay. The next one says it's going to be an H1B1 shit show over there in the next few months, literally. But please follow Ubisoft's route. It seems to have this comment is stupid. I'm sorry. It's getting back to me. It's coming back. Please follow Ubisoft's route. It seems to have worked better for them. Okay. Obsidian's Fallout game confirmed. Fallout 3 and New Vegas remastered confirmed. Fallout 76 DLC serving as a prequel to Fallout 3. Elder Scrolls 6 well into development. New engine. They had to have been forced to just shadow drop all of this. This one says, stop updating Fallout 4 and Skyrim. Drop Starfield. Now is the time to remove all the woke fluff from Elder Scrolls 6. I don't care that you have been busy. Fire the Memorial people. Remove Bethesda, the Bethesda Union, and use AI to get the job done faster. Okay. Well, don't listen to this guy completely, but okay, he got some good points. Fallout remasters, fucking finally. This next one says, you guys clearly like playing them more than you like making them. You ain't made shit worth playing since the original Skyrim. This one says, you gave the players outstanding experiences, and your games are part of what makes me love this media. I hope we will witness Bethesda's reborn and already have experiences for what's next. Okay, yeah. We'll read just a couple more. This one says, maybe kick the blue-haired nose ring folks that want to push narratives out of the fucking games. Might help. This one says, what about the remake we paid 50 euros and still has infinite bugs? No patch, no fix, and it's abandonware. I don't know what that means. Yes, Oblivion remake. I played Oblivion with no issues. I hear people coming up and raising issues with it, but I played the whole game through. I didn't have any problems. Maybe I didn't play it long enough. This one says, I'm losing my mind. The Fallout 3 remaster is real. This one, let's read these last three. It says they have to rebuild their entire company. They destroyed it when they thought DEI was the new normal. Now they have to, in 3 years, they'll start over once more. Meanwhile, repackaging old titles to keep them afloat. Okay. The comments get more weirder the farther you go. That's why these are the last one. Fallout 5 being in production means we won't see it for another 8 to 10 years, and the remakes will take 2 to 3 years. What a fumble after the TV show to have nothing ready or close to ready. This one says, Bethesda is so done. That was the long line of bullshit I have ever read. Shut the fuck up and get to cracking, Jimmy. The show sucks ass. 76 sucks ass, and fuck your phone game. Get to fucking work, Todd. Oh man. The last one says, I commented on Fallout already, but I have to say something about Starfield. I really love Starfield. It has absolutely incredible amount of potential. It does. It has a lot of potential. It had a lot of potential to be one of the greatest games ever. That being said, it does need some TLC. I think the vastness of Starfield universe makes it feel quite empty at times. There are so many planets that just have nothing going on. It's a huge waste of potential. Navigating the Starfield universe can be very challenging, complicated, and cumbersome at times. I don't know how to fix all these issues, but I really wish Starfield would get some TLC, as I really think it has huge potential, but there is just something lacking right now, and I can't really put my fingers on it. Well, you and a lot of other people. And it sounds like that's the fanboy in you speaking. It's okay. I've been there. You don't want to admit it, but you have to admit it. You want to go in and hope that this time you load up the game, you might maybe find something new or find something new to explore, or get a new weapon, or find a new suit or outfit. But that moment it stops happening after a while, and you got to reload the game and start anew. But yeah, earth-shattering news. I think that if Bethesda plays their cards right, they can really see a return back to their glory days. We went through some of the comments here, of course, and I would like you guys to get in the comments as well and tell me what you think about Bethesda coming out with this statement, and the general conversation that you're hearing under their very statement. I haven't gone all around the internet. I've just stuck to their very post, because I feel like this post it contains a lot of their true and real fans, people who've stuck by them for multiple years. You can hear the passion. So yeah, if you're watching this and you're one of those passionate people too, go ahead and get to the comments. Let me know what you're feeling about this. And yeah, I think, again, Bethesda has a path for redemption, but it has to play really right. They have no more goodwill left. They have no more fuck-ups left. They got no more strikes left. Okay? This is make or break time. And so Todd and the rest of his team, you guys are really going to have to lock in for this next one, or these next few, because I don't even think delivering one good game is going to dig you out of this hole. Damn near everything you announced has to be slapping. Everything you guys just announced has to hit, or else if the remasters aren't hitting, people are going to frown and they're going to back off the games. They're going to back off the main titles. Okay? If the remasters are hitting, but Elder Scrolls 6 sucks, well, then you're back at square one. If the remasters are hitting and Fallout sucks, you're back at square one. And that's just the truth of the matter. That's just the reality that they've put themselves in, that they find themselves in at this point. So I hope that they take care with these next couple of drops. I hope that Asha Sharma is bringing them in, if not weekly, bi-weekly, if not bi-weekly, monthly, to stay on top of what they got going on. Not rush, not absolutely make these guys cram to get this shit out. But hey, Obsidian delivered New Vegas in the time that they delivered New Vegas. And I think, which was 11 months, I think it was. I think Obsidian delivered New Vegas in 11 months. Okay? If they can do that in less than a year, you guys are going to have to get to it. Okay? That's all my commentary on the fact of the matter. For me personally, I'm really excited that Bethesda is going to be returning to form, and hopefully we get the games that we should have gotten 10 years ago. Okay, hopefully we get the games and the content that we should have gotten all those years ago. And not only that, but you know, the writing that we fell in love with, the stories that we fell in love with, the in-depth characters, the choices, being able to walk around and be a regular person or a god amongst men. Give us the freedom to do just about and go wherever we want. That's my only wish for Bethesda. If you guys are going to continue to focus on Starfield, make it great, make it good, make it undeniable. You know what I'm saying? I just hope that it's something that we really can, you know, start to appreciate a little bit more. I like Starfield. I'm not going to act like I don't. I'm not one of the people who thinks the story is absolute shit, but it's not the best by any means. You know what I'm saying? But then again, the main story quest to Skyrim isn't the best. And I don't think that's necessarily what everybody feels like it's, you know, a once in a lifetime game for. So Bethesda is fighting an uphill battle, but it's one that they're more than capable of delivering and rising to the occasion. So I just hope that they do that. You know, I hope that they can bring back their reputation, their goodwill, and you know, we can have some peace of mind that our favorite games are going to be delivered properly. Okay, so with that being said, that's all I got here in the Doge Room. I appreciate you guys for clicking this video. If you're watching this video right now, go ahead and hit me with a hype, hit me with a like, hit me with a subscribe. And yeah, until I hop back in, this is just another edition of Doja Thoughts. And thank you guys for stepping into the Doge Room. I'm your boy, Dope Boy Diesel. Lock in with us until next time.